tutorial series. In this video, we'll be discussing about abstraction and encapsulation techniques present in Python. So let's get started.
Data abstraction means hiding the complex things and keeping it very simple for the user. For example, let's imagine you have a television and you turn on the TV and watch programs, and you can choose programs which you want, but you don't really want to know what operations are carried out while watching the TV. Technically, what is happening behind, you don't have to know. All you need to do is turn on the TV, choose the channel and watch. Similarly, in programming, abstraction is a concept where it will hide the complex operations from outside world, and it will keep it simple for the user. So let's implement abstraction in Python. For that, I am going to import abstraction base classes from the library because by default Python doesn't support abstraction. So ABC is nothing but abstraction base class. We have to import these two things, and here ABC means abstract base class. This is nothing but a class, and this is an abstract method. We have to use that as a dictator. Let me define one class, automobile. Here it is. Here I am creating automobile as a subclass with ABC abstract base class as a superclass. This is nothing but inheritance. Let's say I am having one function which is wheels. Now I'm going to create another class, car, which basically extends automobile. So I am inheriting automobile inside the class car. So now I have created an abstract class. Here automobile is an abstract class, and I have created another class car using the by inheriting the automobile class. Now I'm going to instantiate car. Now I'm going to call the function wheels. So I have no problem. I have successfully created an object, and it is printing I have 4 wheels now. What if I need to instantiate the abstract class which is automobile? Car, automobile. I'm going to create one object for automobile. I can do that. So here there is nothing abstracted. Now I'm going to introduce the dictator called abstract method. Here is where we are exactly abstracting the things. All we need to do is we need to write the abstract method before whatever the function you want to abstract. So now I'm going to execute this again. Now I'm going to create another object. To abstracted class, it will not allow me. So basically we cannot instantiate the abstract class because it is hidden from the outside world. But you can always inherit the abstract class, but you cannot instantiate and access it separately. I'm going to instantiate the car with the object car. I can do that, and I'm going to call the wheels function. Yes, I can still do that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce new function in the abstracted class, and I'm going to declare that as abstracted. Now I have executed this class again, and now I'm going to create another object for car, but it will throw me an error because we have defined this color method as abstracted, but we did not define that color in this inherited class, which is car. Whatever the function you have abstracted in the abstracted class, you have to use them, unless it will throw you an error. So now I have implemented the color function inside car class. Now I'm going to create an object for car. I can create that without any problem. I'm trying to access it. Yes, as you can see, it is printing without any errors. So this is called abstraction. Basically, we have abstracted these two methods of automobile class from the outside world. In order to inherit, we have to implement whatever present as abstracted. To test the same, I'm going to remove this abstract method. So now the wheels is free now. I'm going to take off this wheel. I'm going to comment it out. So this should not throw me an error if I'm going to create an object. Yes, it did not throw me an error, even though I don't have a wheels class, because here the wheels class is not abstracted. So when the abstraction is really useful is in our example, I have created one automobile class, but when it is abstracted, I cannot instantiate it using an object directly. So if I want to use this class, I have to inherit it, then only I can use it. This is where the main purpose of abstraction. So you are basically hiding your class from the external world. Hiding means you cannot create an object for your abstracted class. So also whenever you are creating a subclass, if you want to make some particular function as compulsory, you are going to declare this abstract method dictator, which will make it an abstracted method. So it should be compulsorily declared when you are going to create an inherited class using this main class. So basically this abstracted class will act as a blueprint for whatever the classes we are going to create based on this abstracted class. So this is abstraction in Python. So what is encapsulation? Encapsulation is nothing but protecting the members of a class from the outside world. I'm going to create a class master. In this I have initialization function. So whenever this class is executed, this init function will automatically be invoked. From this I'm going to call another function private, and I'm going to call another function public. I'm going to declare two functions. One is private. Here if you notice, I have declared this private function with double underscores. This basically indicates that this particular method is protected and it cannot be accessed from outside. So in this I'm going to print this is private member. So I have created a class with one private function and another public function. Also I'm going to create two variables, self dot a 5 and self dot b equal to 10. Here a is declared with two underscores, so that is private member, and b is not declared with underscores, so b is basically public member. We can access the variable b from outside the class also. So now I'm going to create an object for the master class, obj master. As you can see, this is printing both this is private member and this is public member, because we have called both the things in the initialization function. Now I'm going to call the private function from outside the class using this object. So it is throwing me an error like master object has no attribute private. Now I'm going to try accessing the public class. So without any error, it is returning us this is public member. So this function is successfully executing without any error, because this is public and can be accessed from the outside of the class. Now I'm going to try accessing the variables. Similarly, it is throwing me an error when I try to access the private member. Now I'm going to access the variable b. Without any error, we got the output. So this is called encapsulation in Python language.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. In the next video, we'll be discussing about polymorphism and how to implement the same in Python language. So until then, see you. Have a great day.